We got a funny topic. I think this was kind of funny. Then it gets a little annoying. So we're going to talk about the man who got duct taped to a seat after allegedly groping flight attendants on Frontier Airlines. So let's read a little bit, and then I got a minute clip of what happened. So an aggressive passenger on a Frontier Airlines flight was duct taped to his seat after allegedly groping two flight attendants and assaulting another, video shows. Cell phone footage obtained by WPLG shows the flyer, Maxwell Berry, 22, being duct taped to the back of his seat on Saturday's Frontier flight from Philadelphia to Miami, where he was arrested by waiting cops on 3 counts of battery. The video also shows Barry scuffling with a male flight attendant and yelling profanities while sitting in a window seat. An arrest report alleges Barry ordered 2 drinks and then asked for another before brushing his empty cup against the backside of a female flight attendant. The flight attendant told Barry, "Don't touch me," before he started to complain about his gum and wrapped it in a napkin, the arrest report shows. Let's watch a real quick minute video, because I think it's just going to start explaining what happened.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
He spilled a drink on his shirt, went to the bathroom shirtless.
Barry proceeded to spill his new drink on his shirt, prompting him to go to the bathroom and come out shirtless. According to the report, he then walked around the plane for roughly 15 minutes before groping the chest of 2 flight attendants, police said. He came from behind us and put his arm around both of them and groped their breasts again, the arrest report reads. Dude, how old is he? 22? Really?
Dude, he just gave up, I guess.
Barry later punched a male flight attendant who was asked to watch him following the in-flight chaos, according to the arrest report. Dude, I would have asked for a raise that day.
Oh, he got suspended.
No, the flight attendant?
Yeah, because she's the same one who taped him up.
Another passenger who recorded Barry's being duct taped to his seat said he was aggressive and attacked the male flight attendant without warning. "Help!" Barry screamed as the tape was being applied to his face, eliciting some jeers from others on the plane, the footage shows. Barry of Norwalk, Ohio later calmed down as the flight prepared to land. Passenger Alfredo Rivera said, Frontier Airlines said a passenger made inappropriate physical contact. Okay, it starts repeating itself.
Yeah.
So let's get to this minute video. This is so I really wanted to watch the video because this is initially what triggered me. Once I actually heard this man speak and the things he was saying, bro, triggered. So tell me if you can't hear it, Doc, so I can see if I can help you out. Here we go.
You guys fucking suck. My parents are worth more than fucking $2 million goddamn dollars. And you know what? You fucking suck. Yeah, you know what? My grandpa is worth more than fucking attorney. Shut the fuck up.
Dude, that's so funny, dude. That's so funny.
That's like a Home Alone skit.
I'm not mad. I'm really not.
He's taking his time. He's like, I'll make sure I cover your fucking mouth.
I'm not mad.
I'm not either. Yeah, like fuck that guy, dude.
The only thing exactly, bro. Did you hear what he said at the beginning?
Not completely. I just heard him screaming, and he's like, "Y'all are fucking something," and then I didn't hear like whatever his euphemism was.
He pretty much claimed how rich his dad was and how rich his grandfather was.
Boy, he said his dad was rich. He said his grandparents were slave owners. He said a lot. I'm playing. He didn't say all that. He didn't say all that. But I'm just saying he was popping his shit. He was obviously drunk, trying to cop a little feel. Man, he's a dickhead, dude. Like
22.
No, man. This ain't Mexico. You can't play like that.
But then, like, what do you guys believe should have happened to the staff? Also, a question.
I'm upset that they were suspended.
Isn't there supposed to be like a marshal on the plane?
That's a good point.
I thought, or is that only specific flights?
I'm I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a law, but yeah, you're right. Aren't marshals supposed to be on?
And it's weird that because he was told to watch him, meaning
the flight attendant was.
Yeah, meaning there was no way a marshal was on that plane.
Yeah, I think sky marshals they're not like on every flight. Like that'd be too much deployment.
Or unless it's supposed to be specific situations. Because they're supposed to they're not supposed to be known.
No,
So if this situation was being handled without any potential life-threatening, like,
no,
I don't know.
Because after 9/11, I remember there's normally 2, and they do handle outrageous passengers. I've seen it before. They even break up fights, and then there's one on layaway. You know what I'm saying? But normally, they pronounce themselves. The first one pronounces themselves as a marshal on the plane, just as a deterrent as well.
Gotcha. Fair.
That's
You're
wild,
right.
man. Because like, this is like the second video I saw of people having outrage on flights, and that's because I'd never even thought of like irate passengers as being a thing, as like completely wild. Like to me, I would assume everybody's just like, shit, we could die. Let's all just chill and make sure we get there. But yeah, I saw like a fist fight break out on a plane over like seat leaning the other day. And so this, when you brought it up, I was like, oh man, I guess this is actually a thing where people pop off on planes.
Dude, that's honestly a good point, dude. They're getting too comfortable on flights. Like, you're right.
I
Shit
think
could go bad.
I think we talked about this before, that there's a lot more fights happening on planes for some weird-ass reason.
Like, on a plane,
People
really,
getting jiggy on the plane.
this is not the place for that. Like, if this is the one place you should actually have some type of control over yourself.
Yeah. We got to bring wearing suits back, man. Get on planes wearing suits.
I'm actually just happy I was able to see the duct tape scene. Like, I'm sorry that I'm not gonna lie to you. God forgive me. That gave me so much joy.
Yeah, it looks so funny because it seriously looks like a Home Alone skit. Like when the little kid wins and all of a sudden the bad guy ends up duct tape. Like, that's so funny. This actually reminds me of something that happens in Mexico a lot, where like really, really rich kids go off because there's such a wealth disparity that like the 1% is like 10 times the 1% in the United States in Mexico, and they have a saying called "Ay mi rey," which means "Oh my king," and it's just when a really rich kid just acts like this, and everyone was just like, oh, everyone just rolls their eyes and say, "Oh my king," like, stop being a dick. But you've seen it where like rich kids will punch people in front of cops and stuff like that, and the cop won't do anything because the kid is just like linked to somebody who's really, really wealthy.
See, I said this before the podcast. I didn't really want to get into it, but I mean, this is the real problem. This is elitism bullshit. Like, I can't believe he felt so confident. He did all that.
It's the comfortability.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem for me. Is the comfortability. Like, he did all that, groped 2 women, in such a childish way too. You go up behind him like
a wild flight,
like
my boy.
That's what you do as a kid. Like, you go up around her and then just like. At 22, you're still doing that?
It was from Philly to Miami, right?
Ohio, I think you said. Or was it?
He's from Ohio, but I think the flight was Philly to Miami.
I think you're correct. Yeah,
that's why I feel like he.
That's like a 2-hour flight, 2-hour 30-minute flight, my guy.
He probably has some kind
of.
That's
a lot
issue or
he
something
did.
Broke in him, man.
Yeah, his wallet.
It seems like he gave up. Like, why would you choose a flight to pop off like that? Like.
Check how long that flight is.
He must have had a phone call beforehand with his dad.
I need to know how long this flight is.
This is him rebelling.
There's no way that flight's more than 3 hours.
Let me confirm. Where is it specifically?
Because New York to Atlanta is, I believe, that the same equivalent, and that's I think an hour and a half, 2 hours and a half.
Then where did it say where is it from? I believe it. I just want to
flight from right there, arrested on Frontier. The caption under the picture.
Okay, you're right. Philadelphia to Miami.
Well, that shit ain't kill all my brain cells.
Yeah, man, because I feel like a plane is such a dangerous territory for a crime to go from a petty crime to federal crime. Like, it could just, on a dime can switch.
Here we go. Boom.
2 hours and 21 minutes. That's crazy. That's crazy.
For 2 hours, 2
hours. That's hectic.
2.5 hours. He couldn't contain himself. He had to be a little. I feel like a brat's not the right word to describe it, but like.
It takes like 15 minutes to reach altitude and get comfortable, and then it takes like 15 minutes to descend and all that extra shit. So 30 minutes.
Like,
out
fuck
of that
everybody
flight,
else enjoyment of this flight. It's about me.
2 hours of hell,
bro.
He probably boarded drunk.
That's a party. That's a party guy for sure.
But what a way to be drunk, though. Like, that's how you act.
I wonder what he was sipping on.
When you're. That's a good point. What was he sipping on?
I don't know. That was some Hennessy. That looked like Hennessy.
That reaction was a Hennessy reaction.
Hennessy, but boy, he got duct tape to his seat, so it might have been some Casa.